Today, I want to introduce you to the centralization meta. The idea behind this is that we're not going to be using subjects, but instead we're going to use our diplomatic slots more or less to be able to improve relations with as many neighbors as possible. Because there is such a thing as negative antagonism, meaning that if you improve relations to max with somebody that you've never had any antagonism with, it actually stores a negative amount of antagonism you can have. And because we weren't using subjects, we're going to have a lot more room to be able to send our guys out to improve relations to as many people as possible. So without further ado, the centralization meta featuring Austria. However, one thing to note about this is it's only going to work within certain region groups. For example, Germany and Italy are going to be great for this meta, but Bohemia wouldn't be quite so good because they're going to have to culture convert. Also, if you do enjoy this, consider subscribing. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. But hey, let's get going. We're going to pick up diplomatic traditions and then holds for plutocratic ethos. It's pretty normal for me. Can regulate the export. And we're going to build a sergeant tree right away in our capital. And I'm going to remove my forts because I'm greedy. And we're going to start integrating as we start with unintegrated land. For the most part, our cabinet is going to be just integrating the entire campaign, or at least that's the goal. I'm going to automate trade and replace general, replace admiral. I'm going to revoke this decentralized privilege here. And I'm just going to grab common militias. I'm going to grab the centralization clergy privilege. And I'm going to grab elaborate court life for the cultural influence. Number 56, legitimacy, so we probably should up that for a bit. We're actually going to turn on diplomatic spending. So here's a look at our balance tab to start. I'm going to push for the monthly religious influence first, then the institution growth. I'm going to switch my employment system to infrastructure and then most profitable. We're just going to be hanging out for the first little bit. Could build a couple of roads to start off. Could also upgrade a few RGOs while we're at it. I might as well start improving relations here. It's kind of the main strategy I mentioned. So just improving around Upper Bavaria, because that's who we're going to go to war with first. So targeting the bigger nations like the Palatinate, Tyrol, Salzburg, etc. So my first parliament is here, and we're just going to pick one of the ability ones for the high support. We're looking to get 2 law changes here. The first one being in the admin system for the legislative efficiency. And similarly, we're looking for more legislative efficiency with the second law change. And the royal court customs, want to go to balanced court. And that's going to take care of our first parliament. We've got 11 diplomats improving relations. I'm going to turn off diplo spending. That probably is about what we can do. Looks like I become the emperor. That's fine. It'll be a little bit annoying though. We'll be a great power and then we'll have to pay more in cost of court, but not a huge problem. We're going with the admin focus for the legislative efficiency. We can just go ahead and queue that up. We'll also queue up the proximity cost that Austria gets and the proximity costs for the admin focus. I'm going to want to build a market in Vienna as soon as I can. We have really low market access here. And anytime the A tree asks me something, I'm just not going to give them it. Like, I don't care about my authority. Also, the plutocratic ethos is something that I can give now. Can also recruit a little bit of professional troops. Just get some footmen. I'll put someone from the crown in there just for a little bit of crown power. Also going to snag treasury rights. I think it's a pretty handy privilege early game. And, you know, basically just all of the bigger privileges that are good I like to get eventually. Some free money from the Brandenburg event. We'll take it. I got my second parliament. And this one we can go to war. So we're just going to go ahead and get a claim on Upper Bavaria. And if we have a little bit extra, we can try to pass a law as well. I'm going to change my distribution of power to favor the common people. And anytime they want to give me some free money, I'm in. This is just for the HRE. They want a certain government reform and I get money. So I'm like, yeah, I will take your money. And with that money, I'll build a market. Yeah, I'm going to take all this free money and then build a market. Perfect. So yeah, just create a market here. It's good. I'm going to go ahead and form a defensive alliance with Bohemia. That's going to be helpful. The point of doing this is more so to protect myself than anything. So I'm going to go to war here. You can see I'm a little bit outnumbered. So what we're going to do is just play defensive at the start of the war. Essentially, we just want to stack wipe any levies we can. So we'll just group up all our guys and do that. We actually probably want to get rid of the guys over here because they're just going to get wiped out. So we'll just go to our military, select all, group up. Then we're going to balance. Again, just kind of playing a little bit defensive. Block that this year. Looks like if they're taking a battle here, it's good for me. I'm just winning a few battles here. Big battle here. We lost a pretty major battle there, unfortunately. This war kind of goes down to the wire. Oh, I need to segregate the infected. I kind of forgot. He has so many allies this time around. More than normal. Oh, my ruler died. Oh, well. Bit of a tough war, but we're getting there. This war comes down to like 600 versus 600. You know, what do you do? Sieging this fort's going to be a tough one, though. So I'm going to look at what I want in the war and just kind of start improving with people. So I'm just going to go through and improve a little bit more. So we're finally sieging out the war here. We literally only have 400 troops left, but that's okay. Now, I'm waiting to end this war until I can pass a certain papal bull. I might actually need to reduce war exhaustion. Not really. It's only going up by 0.02. But I'm thinking here, I want to make sure I have the AE bull passed before I end this big war. So I'm patient. I'll go ahead and call Parliament anyways. Look for another law change. I'll go ahead and change my levy law to noble levies. I'm also going to change my mining law to burgher-controlled mining operations. And it looks like this law is being passed anyways. I didn't have to be the one to pass it. So I'm just waiting for that to go through, and then we'll end the war. So this law has passed. So I'm just going to go ahead and end this war. But before we end the war, I'm going to go ahead and assign diplomatic endeavors, and then I'll just go ahead and end the war. We should see the has nothing more to lose. The country would disappear. Just go ahead and end the war there. Maybe take some money. We should get Lower Bavaria as a subject as well, and we're going to want to improve with them. And of course, we will look at our antagonism. Shouldn't be a big deal though. You can see we have a little antagonism. It's not crazy though. We'll just keep improving with more people. You can kind of see the idea here. That was instead of improving the subjects, we're going to improve with coalition members. End of the Black Death. Lost 540k. Not too bad, but you know, it is what it is. All normal. I would like to build some libraries if possible, but I might want to save my money for a university event that might happen. I got another parliament. I'm probably not going to go to war yet. Let's go ahead and call my next parliament. I'm just looking over my laws. I think most of them are what I want. One law I meant to change earlier is the integration law. So I'm just going to go for taxes now that my laws are looking good. We'll just be doing taxes for most parliaments if we're not going to go to war. And I really want to build some libraries so I can integrate a bit better. So just build as many as we can. I guess I can build libraries everywhere. I got an event to get Tyrol as a subject. Awesome. I mean, I'll take that. I don't really want subjects, as I mentioned. I'm trying to go central, so it's not ideal, but we'll get rid of those subjects and then it'll be fine. I got an event for Bohemia. I just did a reform that you get. They gave me the medium option, a free reform for a little bit of crown power and legitimacy, though. I'm going to boost my stab a little bit. My stab just kind of fallen behind. I got an event for a university. We're going to grab that. Cultural influence is very important. Schism in the church happened, but no papal bulls for a while. Got my extra legislative efficiency there. That's good. So I'm going to go ahead and call up my next parliament. I think I want to go to war with Salzburg. He's my next big target. And I'll see if I can get anything else through this parliament. Grab some taxes by the looks of it. And I do have quite a bit of extra money. I think I'm just going to upgrade some RGOs. That works for me. So I'm going to declare war on Salzburg. We have less levies here, but we should be good. Hopefully it doesn't go as bad as last war went. So just going to grab diplomatic endeavors again and then end the war. I'm just going to take land over here mostly. I don't need to annex Salzburg. This is actually the wrong culture. I just really want to go after Germany stuff. But that looks good to me. Though we do need to be more active with our diplomats here. For the moment, I've been increasing my stability, so I haven't really been using diplomatic spending. So I haven't really been able to improve relations as well as I'd like. But we'll do what we can. Got some extra money laying around. Just going to do more RGOs. I'm going to start annexing my subject here. Lower Bavaria. It's going to take quite a bit of time, but he is my culture, so that'll be helpful. Oh, civil war. Surprise. Damn, that's a big civil war. I didn't expect that, but it should be okay. I can always call him Bohemia. Bohemia, help, I'm bad. Since we're going to be going after mostly Germany, I won't need to culture convert this game, so I don't need to change my laws for humanist. I'll build a royal court and royal garden, and I always forget about bridges. I'm going to build those soon. So my stability is pretty good at this point. Probably don't need to pay for that anymore. I want the Renaissance. Oh, I can get it. I didn't realize I was able to do that. I definitely want to get Dictator cabinet seat, university, you know, all the good things. We even have some unique dipper up for being Austria. Yeah, just trying to use all my extra diplomats that I have to improve relations since I don't have any subjects, or I don't have any subjects I need to improve with, really. I probably can accept a few cultures, too. Anything German is going to be really cheap to accept for me. Grab the other institution here. I guess we have all the institutions now. We'll get more roads going, too. We don't have many yet. But, you know, it's early. Don't judge. We'll start annexing Tyrol as well. I got a new government reform. I'm just going to go for royal decree for the centralization trend. I want to take the land around my capital now. Just the border gore bothers me, right? To fabricate and pass out. So I'm just going to declare this really minor war. I could look for another small war against this guy. I'd be happy to do that. And then taxes, too. I always try to get taxes if I can. So let's grab a couple small provinces here in this war. And then we'll go ahead and get that next war kicked off. These are just kind of small wars to clear up some border gore. I guess this guy's in a coalition, though. Do I want to deck the coalition for this land? Sure. You've annexed Lower Bavaria. That's good. Extra cabinet seat unlocked. That's going to be pretty helpful. So I'm just looking at my culture map mode and basically just going for Germany culture. So I'm not going to go after this land down here. So I'm just going to grab any Germany land that's kind of within reach here. And my borders are going to start looking better. I got to deal with a couple more nations that are kind of in the middle, but we're getting there. Yeah, and we just need to continue to improve. We're definitely taking a lot of antagonism. Unlocked our universities here. And I'm just going to grab the efficiency for a cabinet. I'm not planning to go humanist this game. I want to start building some more universities when I can. I can actually swap to civil society here for the trend of conciliatory. I think conciliatory is pretty decent. I'm going to start researching armories, you know, get some cannons going eventually. Tyrol's been annexed, so it's good. And just always improving relations with as many people as possible. I just remembered the bridges. Next parliament is up. I'm just going to look to clean up some borders down here in our nation. So just a little war here. So I'm just going to do one location here. If I could get another war through, that'd be nice, but I don't really want to give this. I guess it's fine, actually. Just going to go ahead and get a claim with the next war. So just a quick war. Just going to grab the one location here. Again, just kind of cleaning up borders. So I'm just building a few more universities when I can. They're quite expensive, though. I have unlocked armories, so I could build a couple of those. Start getting some professionals out there. So I've got like 7 or 8 universities now. I think we're gonna be doing pretty good on cultural influence. I think I might get an achievement for joining a coalition, so, gotta do it. Huge. Got an achievement. I'm gonna declare another war, clean up these borders. There's so many little nations that I wanna get rid of. So I guess I'll just take this one location. I'm just going after Germany culture stuff, though. Oh, the Hussite wars. I'm not gonna join. I'm gonna go with centralized bureaucracy for my law here. I'm gonna start getting some professionals going, too. Just get some handgunners up. Really, I just want the one location, though, so I'm good to end the war, because that's Germany. Just trying to take all that. You can see here that my relations are looking really good. I need to take more land soon. Running out of stuff to integrate. I integrate so fast, I'm like, I can't keep up with it. Gotta go to war soon here. Yeah, I'm all done integrating now. We gotta get back into war. So I'm gonna look for a bigger war with this parliament since I have nothing to integrate at the moment. So let's just go after. Oh, I have a truce. Well, I could go after the Palatinate, I guess. Works for me. Go ahead and declare the next war. A little bit of a stab hit because we have good relations. It's okay. Like, what do I even want to do with my cabinet right now? Stabilize, I guess. It's fine. I'm just gonna white piece Württemberg. I want to fight them later as the primary target. I'm just gonna take what I can take over here. Just declaring on Württemberg here. He looks pretty weak. They don't have a lot of forts. I should probably raise levies, still I didn't. But I'm not quite to that point of being able to use professionals only. So I'm gonna take a bit of land here. It's a little aggressive, but I think we'll be okay. At least I hope we'll be okay. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, quite a bit of a coalition. Yeah, we'll max Hitler up and, it'll be okay. Oh, Civil War. Surprise! And I get word immediately. That's annoying. Well, I'm gonna need to send a little gift to Bohemia so I can ask him to help me out here. Maybe I took a little bit too much land. Also, the Civil War is inconvenient. Inconvenient timing. All right, Bohemia, help me out. Apparently, I can't get help with the coalition, but I can get help with the Civil War. Bohemia can't join the coalition war for some reason. I'm not sure, but that's okay. As long as I join the Civil War, that'll be helpful. Winning some major battles here. But yeah, I'm trying to get Bohemia to deal with the Civil War for me. A little bit of a rough situation. Just a slight bit too greedy. I have a lot of professionals, though, so that's helpful here. Civil War is over. That's good. Now we're just dealing with a large coalition, but we're winning. I'd rather just this war is over, though. They're down to 4,000 guys. I'm down to 7,000. I don't know that I would have been decked on if there wasn't a civil war, but, well, there was a civil war, so what do you do? Let's take a little bit of money here. That's all done. I just need to improve relations. I'm the emperor again. Okay, sure. I mean, the church has been closed forever in this campaign. 1433. I wonder if it's glitched. So I can grab the first institution now. I like everything in the first institution, really. I'm just queuing up everything here. War. Probably another coalition war. Man, they're mad. This coalition can't beat me. They really don't have any hope of beating me. Well, this war's quickly over. Take a little bit of money. Age of Discovery is here. I'm gonna go with the Avon Focus for the integration speed. Oh look, France is all 5 hegemons. The classic. I'm gonna try to reload my game because I'm wondering if something's broken. So I just reloaded my game because of the church being weird. It's just not really showing any support on either side. I don't know. Seems really weird. I also haven't seen it not resolved by this time. I don't know what's going on. I just lost the emperorship, but that's okay. The Ottomans are not doing bad. Good for them. So I'm gonna get another claim here. And eventually, I want my capital to be Ansbach. I think that's a good capital for Germany. The reason being is because there's a river. It's also a grasslands and a flatlands, but it's also surrounded by similar type locations. So I think it's good. Don't quote me or anything. That's just my impressions. However, I'm going to go to this war. I have 28,000 levies now. It's not bad. 2,000 professionals. Can probably get taxes here as well. I'm not taxing the nobility on these tax seasons because I'm tired of civil war. Most of the money comes from the commoners anyways. So I'm just going to separate piece this free city here. The idea is that I want locations around Ansbach because I'm going to make that my capital eventually. Describe diplomatic endeavors. Should have done that before I got the land there, but sometime to end the war, just grab a couple things here. And we have Ansbach, which I want to be my future capital. At least I think that's the plan. Just looking at coalition map mode, it's not too bad. Oh, I just passed 1444. I was going to do a little check to see how things looked comparison to EU4, but a little late on that, I guess. Ottomans are not doing bad. 2 Sicilies formed. France is doing well as usual. Bohemia is blobbing as usual. I can grab the printing press for the next stage. Looks good to me. Boost my stability a little bit. I can start researching towards an extra cabinet seat and the new roads, as well as power projection. Get the printer shops as well. Lots of good stuff. Improve relations is actually really good too. It lets you improve more for the coalition, if that makes sense. Like essentially, improve relations makes it so the cap goes up, so it's not 110 anymore, it's higher. Got a nice road debate here. I want to pass it actually. I'm gonna go to a war here. This coalition has to be dealt with. Just annexing a few members of the coalition, though. Mostly opiums. I'm just annexing a few people next to Bohemia. Bohemia will eat everything up if I don't. You can't trust that guy. Though I don't want to get coalition by the rest of Germany, so I gotta be careful. So far, we're okay. I think I should be good to just end the war there. I just wanted to grab a few more provinces. I think I'll be happy with that. Take a look at our coalition. It's not bad. but we still have a couple members. I've improved with most of the people I can. I'll grab the next institution for peck and shot here. Totally fine with that. We're still just using our diplomats here, though, whatever we can. Got extra cabinet seat, and I'm actually going to start doing diplomatic endeavors to improve how much I can improve relations. That way I can reduce antagonism a bit further on some people. Gonna accept another culture here. Here's a look at our integration map mode, too. We're doing pretty well. We still haven't connected to our lands yet over here. I'm going to push conciliatory just a little bit. Extra diplo rep wouldn't hurt. It's kind of unfortunate the church is bugged. Like, I don't know what to do about that. I've never seen the church just stay closed forever. I'm going to use the church abilities to get prestige. I think if you have high prestige, it lowers antagonism, maybe? Sure. Got 100 prestige, it'll go down fast, but antagonism goes down really fast like that, I guess. And my diplo rep's higher. So I'm just going to go ahead and declare war. Well, I have a road debate, so maybe I can't here. I want to get this pushed through. We'll go ahead and just go to war here. Just declaring war on the coalition. I don't think it'll be a big deal. Just going to go ahead and annex these guys here. Well, maybe I shouldn't. I didn't co-belligerate. Yeah, let's actually play it smart here and just annex the primary target. I recently found out there is antagonism gain for taking stuff non-co-belligerate, so I might as well not. Just gonna annex the primary war target here, and that way it'll be less antagonism. I'm just gonna leave one person on the diplo rep just for the foreseeable future, just so I can improve relations more. That adds quite a bit. I get this improve relations buff, just about to get it now. And you can see now we're at 188. That's actually huge. I like to move my capital. I just don't know if I'm ready to yet. But antagonism-wise, we're doing really good. So I'm calling next parliament. What I'm trying to do is make Ansbach a more valuable capital spot. Like, if I made it here now, it wouldn't be that great, but it's still better than Vienna. Vienna just has so many mountains, and it's, it's so far away from my land. Yeah, I accidentally called parliament too soon. So I guess this parliament is just some, collect some money. Can do a little bit of culture conversion. I just have nothing to integrate right now. Though I think I want to move my capital now. Yeah, I can move it to Ansbach. I think that'll be a great capital spot. In fact, maybe what we'll do is encourage migration to Ansbach as well. So I got Ansbach as my capital now. And tons of people are migrating to our new capital. It will take a bit to make this into a thriving capital, but we'll build a couple roads to start. My capital is a rural settlement, I just realized. You hate to see it. It's going to be a beautiful city soon. I need to build some capital buildings now. If you move your capital, you have to rebuild all the capital buildings. So I'm just going to grab a few locations that are kind of close to my capital. I'll have a lot of value that way. Then we can look at what the coalition is going to look like. Not really anything scary. I have the extra improve relations to continue to improve with these people. Diplomatic endeavors is very, very good to increase relations over the cap. I got some upgraded units now, which is nice. I already have 50,000 people in my new capital. So it seems like I'm making a lot more money now with my capital in Ansbach. I still want to build a bit more. Maybe I could go to another war. Unfortunately, Bohemia is right here, and that's kind of like next to my capital, so eventually I'll want to take that land. We're just going to chill for this parliament because it's a road debate, so I don't want to get a claim. It'd be fine just getting some money to build more roads. Here's a look at my control. I guess I'm the new emperor again. I'm the diplomatic hegemon, which is fine. I'm going to check if there's any demand lawful territory. I believe you can get somewhat of a reconquest if they decline. I don't know if I'm ready to fight Bohemia, though. I'm going to see if Brunswick will give me unlawful territory or what happens. Okay, I think you just gave it away. Ooh. Surprise civil war. I'm going to ask Bohemia to help. I'm going to make my capital in a city. Not really because I need to, because I want to. So I'm going to call parliament. I'm going to look to expand a bit more. I got a new reform unlocked. Austria has some unique diplo reputation modifier, so I'll try that out. I'm just going to go ahead and grab just the main target stuff. Again, trying to be careful with AE. I'm trying to cut off Bohemia a little bit too here. It's too bad the church is glitched in this run too. Not ideal. I can profess trust for an alliance with France. Seems pretty reasonable. Never mind, I can't do that because we're both hegemons. If I turn off diplo endeavors, I should actually be able to drop the hegemon for a sec. Right to the burghers law. Going to curtail the burghers. So I'm going to grab an alliance with France now. We're able to do that. Curry some favors. I was thinking I could use France to fight Bohemia if I want. I want to see if I demand unlawful territory from Bohemia, what happens. Oh wow, I gave it away. Coward. I'm just going to keep demanding it. Bohemia's a coward. He's giving me the land. This war looks super free, so I'm going to go for it. I think it's the land I just got unlawful territory for. I would love some cannons, but they're expensive. I would love like enough for a good siege bonus here. I might be able to get it. Yeah, I've got 600 cannons. I can only get a +4. I need like another 100. I'll go 800. Nice siege bonus now. This war is getting stolen from me, so I guess I just got to end it. I'll just take a little bit of stuff. I want a few more infantry as well. Infantry and cannons are kind of my go-to. I integrate so fast, it seems like it's hard to always have something to integrate. I don't get how people complain that integration's too slow. I'm like, integration is so fast. Maybe I expand too slow. I can ally France again, but I feel like anytime I get the hegemon back, it's gone. I guess maybe I need to make sure I don't have that cat action on. That'll be okay. I'm going to get a claim with Bohemia just in case. And what I want to actually do is leave my defensive league, and I could threaten war in Bohemia. I'm deciding if I really want to do this. So what I'm thinking is I threaten war with Bohemia and call in France. So it'll be like a reconquest CB. Yeah, so use favors to call France in here. And then I believe it's a reconquest war. Yeah, so I don't know how easy or hard this is going to be, though. But eventually I got to fight Bohemia. I think I'm just going to use my regulars to fight his levies, probably. Do I win this? I guess. Yeah, I do. I don't have a ton of manpower, though. I mean, I could pretend to build more manpower buildings, but it's kind of too late to do that now. Can also add Saxon as accepted. I mean, mostly stuff is integrated. But I think if I just go after his troops for a while, played a little defensively, that would be good. I think I can just crush the levies now. I really should have some more forts over here. I'm going to be out of manpower instantaneously. But the war goal is just over here. I'm going to shift consolidate so my cannons can do a little better for siege bonus. The Reformation is here. We got some land from Bohemia. The war was pretty easy with France, but we lost the alliance with France. Considering going Protestant with the church being closed permanently, I haven't been able to get any of the papal bulls ever, so it's kind of lame. So I'm kind of like, maybe I just go Protestant. The only thing with that is I want to be a great power, so I can threaten war. So I might need to upgrade my government rank. And I'm looking here, I'm really close to this. So yeah, my ability to become an empire is pretty close. I can improve to 217 now, which is kind of nuts. I'll grab a claim with Hesse. I'm also going to get taxes kind of per normal. And I can just threaten war, get the nice CB. Actually, they'll accept. I guess I'll just go to a normal war. Fine by me. And just improving relations as per normal. With the centralization meta, that's the idea. Is, we're just constantly improving relations. I'm just going to annex Hesse here. Coalition-wise, we're looking okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get another claim with Bohemia. So I'm just going to threaten war against Bohemia. It's just a 1v1, me versus him. And I'm just going to play levy whack-a-mole. I have plenty of manpower this time around. In fact, maybe even a second stack of guys could be useful soon. So I'm just bullying Bohemia a bit. He's down to 13,000 guys. Well, this war is super easy. Bohemia is out of troops. I suppose I could get levies up now and just carpet siege. Was this guy just hiring all the mercenaries? Yeah, he's just mass hiring mercenaries. Leave my poor levies alone. Oh, I lost the emperorship. It is what it is, I guess. I lost my government reform because I have to be the emperor, apparently. I'll grab royal commissions instead. Well, my levies are getting bullied. Get them out of here. I don't know why, but random people are joining the war. A bunch of people just randomly joined the war, though. I'm not sure why. Mid-war alliances. White peace these people, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and end this war. I'm actually going to leave the HRE and then just go ahead and end the war, take some land. And what I'm going to do now is go into my religion and use this ability twice because I'm going to switch religions. So I might as well just get the prestige. I'm going to swap to Lutheran. I was hoping to form to an empire with that bonus prestige, but I actually can't. Poland wants an alliance, sure. The Age of Reformation's here. I'm going to go for the Diplo focus. And it's a bit stronger here. I might get religious turmoil, but that's fine. Well, if I get my stability up, I should be okay. So I'm hoping to dismantle the HRE now, because it's more AE to take HRE land. So I need to go to war with the Emperor. I can't threaten war anymore, which is too bad. Shouldn't be a big deal. So you're just fighting Bohemia. We gotta deal with his levies again, of course. Levies are even worse in this age. Every age, levies get worse. Wait a minute. Bohemia is not the Emperor? Let me take a look. Oh, they're actually in the war. Oh, I can't dismantle still. We only own 37% of the locations in the HRE. Sag. I won't be dismantling the HRE then. The way you dismantle the HRE is by having 50% of it, and then you can dismantle. And apparently we only have 37%. I say we, it can be anyone outside the HRE. Ah, it's because Italy stayed in. Well, now I'm going to take more antagonism when I take land down here, which is not great. The HRE scenario is not ideal. Get one of the institutions here. New military, okay. I'm going to grab Justified Conflicts for the AE reduction as my first religious aspect. Yes, we're finally in the Age of Reformation tech here. And get pikemen, which is huge. Barracks and new cannons eventually here. So lots of good stuff. So the idea with this war is to take as much land as possible because I want to dismantle the HRE. I'm getting a call for peace. I just realized I have really high war exhaustion. We'll just end the war there. Just trying to take as much land as possible. The issue is I imagine the coalition is going to be quite large now. It's really not that bad, actually. I'm going to get coalition by like the majority of the HRE, though. It's bound to happen. Dude, I just got 2 civil wars. What the heck? Oh, because it's religious rebels. Great Britain wants an alliance? Sure. So we're now going to transition into the age of the assault meta. We get rid of cannons. Cannon bad. Build only infantry. I want to dismantle the HRE, which I might be able to do here. I don't really have a good CB here, though. So I'm going to go ahead and just declare Parliament CB on the coalition. And we are going to be assaulting. In fact, we're going to be assaulting everything. We actually want to go for not the war target first. I'm just going to annex whoever I can here in these wars. AE is just a number, hopefully. No, I'm out of manpower, though. It's kind of rough. So I'm just going to start with peace wherever I can. Trying to be able to dismantle the HRE. So just going through, trying to get enough location to dismantle the HRE. It's definitely a lot. So a little bit of my recording was cut off on that final war here, or the last war. We were able to dismantle the HRE, but we'd like to form Germany as kind of a final goal for the campaign. We're still a little ways off, but I think we can mostly just declare into the coalition. Although I only have 1 stack of guys and I'm out of manpower, so maybe we actually want to wait for that. Bro, this guy wants 1 billion gold? No. I don't even know what that event is. I maybe just missed the best event ever. All because I was unwilling to pay a little bit of loans. Apparently I'm already in debt though, so maybe it was a good thing I didn't do that. I'm going to get a Catholic revolt unless I rebel crackdown, which I guess I have to do forever now. It is what it is. I got another religious aspect here. I like the proximity cost one. I think it's pretty handy. So I'm just going through and upgrading some of my armories to barrackses. Ultimately, I do want more barrackses. Why does that sound wrong? Barrackses? It's probably just barracks. I want more barracks. But that sounds like, I don't know. Let me know in the chat what's right. Also, let me know what you guys think of this kitty. I really need more manpower to go to another war. That's what I'm thinking anyways. I have the extra war score cost here from the age. It's not bad. I could go to war, but I kind of been low on manpower still, so I don't know. Might be a bad idea. Perhaps we just need to let our manpower build up for a bit, get some taxes. Probably a decent idea. Yeah, I've never looked at this. Is there a manpower reform? I don't think so. It's not really anything too good to pick up for my gov reform. I guess I could do with some more food production. It's trying to generate a little bit of manpower, but yeah, before I go to war, I'd like to have more. I'm going to have a gigantic Catholic civil war soon. You can't really stop these. Got the Supreme Court building, though. That's useful. Go and just build that. Gives a little bit of proximity impact. I think I'm not allowed to have forts anymore because of the civil war with the Catholics. I hate to do it because the forts are useful, but I don't want to give the Catholics literally like 50 forts. It's, you know. I really don't like the place forts are in, to be honest, because they feel like they're more of a disadvantage to have than an advantage because of rebels, especially a Catholic civil war. Like, there's no way I can let them have all these forts, or it'd just be super annoying. It's like, yeah, I guess I will just delete every fort I own. Not allowed to have forts. There's really no point of cracking down on the rebels, I guess. Is there? I wonder if there's a way for your troops not to die in winter. I don't know. Troops just seem to die every winter. I feel like it's a new thing, too. But yeah, the Catholic rebels are definitely going to be here. But I deleted every fort in preparation. Just wipe pieces of other war so I can deal with the Civil War. There it is. The most frustrating thing about these rebels is that they start again immediately. Got extra cabinet seat now. Though I imagine I should just rebel crackdown on the Catholics. I don't like that they just start again immediately. Before the rebellion's even over. I just probably have to have a cabinet action on that. There should be a cooldown, I think. Paradox, please. That rebellion's done. I'll rebuild some castles. Should definitely have some. So I'm going to fabricate on Bohemia. So I'm just going to call this war. I'm going to be fighting the coalition. So I'm just going to go for the secondary targets in the war. So it's not super interesting, these battles. I'm just kind of going around insulting everything. I do like to refill garrison, though, and then occasionally I just run back and regenerate some troops. If I wait a month like this, you know, you get my troops back, and then I can just keep going. But I can grab a couple things here. So I'm going to take some land up here. Just getting closer and closer to forming Germany. Just grabbing some more stuff from the Netherlands. We're on our way to forming Germany, but we're also pretty far away still, I think. I mean, we're at 448. It's not terrible. Now that the H3 is dismantled, it's way less antagonism to take the land here, too. So that's super convenient. I'm not really getting coalition, but I am out of manpower again. Yeah, I'm just out of manpower, but I'm like, okay. I gotta go assaulting still. Can probably annex, you know, one more person, though, before I run out of manpower entirely. I've even turned off my refill garrison to save more manpower, but can only do so much. Maybe I could call Great Britain in. I mean, I don't know if he'd actually do anything, but sure. You never know. Just raise the levies and send the carpet siege out. It might work. Carpet siege everything. Ending that war there. We did get a lot of the way there. We just have a bit to go. We have about 80 more locations to get to form Germany. And, you know, we might as well finish it up. So we'll call our next parliament, and we're just going to get a claim, you know, wrap up this formation of Germany here. Look at our antagonism map mode. It's not really that big of a deal. But let's just go ahead and go to this war. We don't have a ton of manpower laying around, but enough. Grab my third religious aspect. And I like the monthly rebel growth of individual creeds. That's just my preference. But I'm just going around and assaulting everything. You got the bubonic plague again, which is unfortunate. Losing a lot of people. What can you do? We got a large bit of land there. We are just shy about 27 locations to form Germany. So next parliament, we should be good to go. All right, so our next parliament is up. And we should be looking at our final war for Germany. So let's go ahead and declare it. So I'm just going to end the war here. And that should be good to form Germany. So we can go ahead and do that. And we're Germany, April 5th, 1598. Not too bad. We'd love to see it. Not too bad at all. So that is the centralized meta. We didn't use any subjects. And here's our integration at the end. We obviously have a lot to integrate, but it wouldn't take too long to integrate all this. We have a lot of cabinet members. Anyhow, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments. But with that said, have a good one.